Hello, Derek Abello with beekeeperman.com here. Just wanted to shoot this video and discuss with you a few different things as far as what to do if bees attack. So there's three main things you definitely don't want to do. You don't want to just jump into water. So most people associate jumping in the water with bees. They will typically, especially the really mean ones, will hang out above the water 5 minutes or so, and sometimes even a half hour, waiting for you to come out. Second thing you don't want to do is you definitely don't want to go and try and attack the hive somehow. So if you were initially over there to try and poison the hive or do something like that, definitely don't want to go, bees start coming out, you go and try and, hit it or kick it or anything like that. They're about anywhere from 25,000 on average to upwards of 200,000 bees within a hive. So it may look like a small little hole, but behind that, you go over there and start messing with that little tiny hole. I mean, you can literally have 50,000 to 100,000 bees coming at you and trying to kill you. And the third thing you don't want to do, which is another misconception, is you don't want to sit there and stand still, not breathe, put your hands in your over your face and just kind of like freeze. Most children will want to do something like that. That's something you definitely want to teach your children not to do. And these are things where, again, these three things are things that people have been taught over the years or somehow been getting into their head and think this is something that is going to prevent bees from stinging me or from me having serious harm. Now, what you do want to do, two major things are you definitely want to run. So you can definitely outrun bees. That's not hard to do. And the only difference between outrunning bees are going to be their aggressiveness at how far they're going to actually follow you. So bees that are really mean will follow you up to a mile or so. Bees that are not so mean, they won't follow you that far. Just obviously get as far away from the hive as you can. So run as far away from the hive, obviously, as you can. So that's the number one thing as far as getting away from the situation. Number two is, if you can, you want to get into an enclosure as fast as possible. So if it's something that is a car or a house, which is ideal, those two things, you can actually get into those, close the door, and you'll notice within a few seconds even, the bees just stop coming at you and they start to focus on how they survive and get away. So you'll notice bees even that are on you will start to come off of you and actually start flying around inside the car. They'll start flying around inside your house. A good thing to note is if there's kids in your car or kids in your house, they're safe. So you going inside that enclosure is not going to harm them. They're not going to all of a sudden get killed by all these bees trying to come inside. You're not going to bring all those bees into the house to hurt anybody. There's a possibility you still could get stung. Obviously, they still can sting even though they're inside a house. But what they're going to focus on is take their focus off of you and everyone else in the house, and the focus is going to be on them going to the windowsill, especially if it's light outside. Most likely, if you're encountering a beehive, it's probably during the day, and they're going to instantly go to the windows. So if you're in a car and the windows are down, you obviously want to, get the windows up as soon as possible. So start the car up, get the windows up. Even if they are not all the way up, you're going to be a lot safer inside of a car than outside. So you get going and obviously turn the AC on. You can start driving and just drive away from the beehive. If you're in a house, again, you just walk, and you don't have to worry about the bees trying to, again, sting you. They become disoriented inside of a house. Those are the two best ways to handle bees. You definitely, again, don't jump in water. Don't go and basically try and stand still and think they're going to just, go away. And also don't try and go attack the hive and try to do like an offensive thing where you're going to try and kill them before they get to you. So those are all the main things. Make sure to teach your family these things and friends. Neighbors as well, especially if you have bees in your house, because if you have bees in your house and you have a bee removal happening, you're going to want to let at least the closest neighbors know the safety tips that this is what's going to happen. There will be bees around. Obviously, if they're going to be outdoors, it's nice outside, they're going to be outdoors, let them know, hey, listen, I'm having bee removal done. So you definitely want to make sure you guys are cognizant of what's going on. If the bees do come near you, they may not, but if they do start coming around you, go inside. So know that for animals, for little kids, if they have a party or whatever, just so they all know what's going on. Or schedule it for a time when everyone's at work or things are happening where no one's going to be outside in your immediate area. And we're talking the neighbors that butt up to your your next door neighbors and the neighbors behind you. If you enjoy this video, go ahead and click the like button. Make sure you hit subscribe. Head down to the description down here and make sure to click on the link there. That'll take you to a place where you can get more information. Also, make sure you watch more videos. I'm really excited to see a lot of you are enjoying the videos and you're getting to the point where some of you are wanting to become beekeepers, which I can definitely help you become a beekeeper. I love the fact that you want to become a beekeeper. And also a lot of you are learning and getting educated that, hey, bee removal is the only option. There's really no other reason to do anything else, and you're just going to have a really subpar experience, and it's going to be horrible for you if you do anything else like exterminate or anything like that. So really excited for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, click like. Make sure you hit subscribe.